My lived experience in the systems were I was in child welfare, CPS, around 15, 16 years old. I was placed in kinship. I've had youth homelessness experience, CSA experience, and a situation that made me more likely to experience justice involvement was running away from placement. Some factors in the community, including at home or at school, that can lead young people to becoming justice involved is lack of resources and support. Like the people that we have to look up to aren't really getting to the root of the issues and trying to help youth and young adults get out of their situations or really understand, what they're going through that's causing them to make the decisions that they're making.
There's so many of us who've made so many mistakes when we were young. I have people in my life that currently have such a hard time getting a job because of a mistake they made when they were young. Some people who barely can get on their feet because it's always going to be in their background that they did something when they were only 17 years old. Some resources I believe that will help prevent youth justice involvement is having more mentorship opportunities and community resources. I know, at least for me, I was blessed to have a plethora of leadership opportunities I could join at my high school. Coming from someone who didn't always have the most stable living situation, it was kind of like my escape from home and from the stressful things in life that I couldn't control.
The main resource is always going to be housing. And even as I say that, um, affordable food as well. Because if that young person doesn't have anywhere safe to go, um, they're naturally going to be influenced by the outside world, and by the streets. And I think just the laws and policies should just be more for the youth, like rehabilitating them versus disciplining them. So I feel that some ways that adult allies can better support youth. So somebody like a lawyer or a caseworker can help someone that's just as involved by just better explaining things to them, better explaining the process, the big words, helping them to not feel intimidated, as well as just showing them, teaching them their rights, because a lot of youth and young adults don't know their rights. I was in a position where I didn't know my rights, or didn't understand what was happening to me. And once you go in the courtroom, it's so much going on that you just kind of skate through, and you don't realize till later on that the outcome could have been different had you spoke up for yourself, but you didn't really know.
I believe the best support an adult ally can give is by not generalizing their case and advocating for them in rooms where this youth might not always be able to speak their voice. I know a lot of times if you're working with several youth who might be all experiencing the juvenile justice system, it's easy to have those comparisons and to make assumptions or generalizations about the youth. And I think it's really important to practice getting to know the youth who's in front of you and to strip away all the assumptions, all the generalizations, all the things you think you know about the youth, and actually listen to the youth and their needs and what actually happened in the scenario.